What's up, y'all? I'm Geordi, and today I'm using a Perish Trap team in Regulation I. Little hard to use, but we'll see if we can get any good results with it. This team was made by Asuna in the Pokesports Discord, actually, so I got it from there. Huge shout-outs to you for building this team. It's not very easy to find people building teams anymore in this game, but here we are. We've got Screamtail as our Perish Song user, and Gothitelle as our Trapper. Not very unusual there. Screamtail has the Mental Herb, and Protosynthesis will activate in the sun from Koraidon, so it can become very fast. What I like to do probably is Parting Shot with Incineroar next to Screamtail, so that the Perish Song goes off, and then I pivot into my Gothitelle, and then I have a Fake Out turn, and then Protect, and hopefully can go from there. The offense from this team comes from Koraidon, Miraidon, and Flutter main. Koraidon's a pretty standard set, Clear Amulet, Tera Fire. Miraidon's a pretty standard set, Choice Specs, Fairy Tera, though we have Dragon Pulse instead of Draco. And Flutter main with Fairy Tera Booster Energy, in case you don't bring the Koraidon, with Fairy Tera, Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, Shadow Ball. Just a lot of offense. Much more offense than you usually see from this kind of Flutter main. It's just like max. But anyways, we're going to try this out. I'm going to try to get the Perish Song strats going, and, well, let's get into it. Alright, Kali Ice Miraidon with Volcarona, Smeargle, Annihilate, and Trapinch. I'm terrified. Okay, they have their own trapping available, which could cause problems, actually. I'm going to assume Trapinch isn't going to be hard to remove. So I think I do want to go the Perish route. I'm going to go for Parting Shot plus Perish, and then put Gothitelle in the back, and finally, either Restricted is going to be weak to their Restricteds, so I guess it's Koraidon. Terrafire Koraidon seems to be the play. It at least has Protect as well, whereas Miraidon doesn't. I may have to preserve Tera for my Koraidon, but that shouldn't be too impossible. Yeah, with Incineroar to intimidate the Trapinch, Parting Shot will let me get out even if I'm trapped. Screamtail may have trouble. No trainer card. And I'm pretty sure Gothitelle does get trapped by Arena Trap, so that's funny too. Smeargle Calyrex. You know, we do have safety goggles on Incineroar. You have Clear Amulet. Are you gonna Fake Out my Screamtail and try to set Trick Room, so we just trade Fake Outs? I think that's what's most likely. So I kind of want to Parting Shot their Smeargle, but if they Fake Out, yeah, I can't let them get Trick Room. I think I have to Fake Out Protect. If they call this, they're gonna what? Fake Out my Incineroar and set Trick Room? That could be a problem. Okay, I called a Fake Out on Screamtail correctly. Good. That is fine. Special attack up, that is also fine. Are you a Jetpack? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna Parting Shot the Smeargle. We're Dark Tera, that doesn't really help me here. Yeah, Parting Shot Smeargle. Perish Song. Don't think there's a Tera that's going to get you around that. Maybe you're worried about getting hit by Incineroar? Yeah. Okay, you don't want to get Will-O-Wisp. Fine. I assume my Incineroar is going to move before... I don't think Wide Guard stops Perish Song. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So we get the Perish Song, and then we get the Perish off of our Incineroar, and then we trap you. And then we can fake out and swap to Incineroar, and then we can fake out again with Incineroar. And hopefully we can take out the horse with this Perish. And you can start sporing stuff, I guess. If you have Quick Guard, that's the same priority as Fake Out, and you don't have any speed changes, so we should be able to move first anyway in Trick Room. So yeah, Fake Out. You can't swap. Unless you're Shed Shell Smeargle. Yeah, I want to Fake Out and I want to bring in Incineroar. Incineroar will be immune to Spore anyway, and we'll be able to Fake Out the Calyrex again, which is nice. And then if Gothitelle doesn't get Spored here, probably taunt the Smeargle. Volt Switch Smeargle. Yo, okay. That's cooking. Did not expect that. Alright. Well, the Smeargle, okay, they got a slot that's not going down to Perish. Alright. That's cool. And it's their Miraidon in now. That did a whole 8 damage, too. Perish fell to 2. Well, someone's getting hit hard by an electric move. I could also Fake Out the Miraidon this turn. I could also Protect Gothitelle and Parting Shot the Miraidon this turn. Don't hate that. This does become a little awkward that I can't get 2 KOs though. Okay, it's Glacial Lance. Probably should bring in Screamtail, right? There's a chance it's Dazzling Gleam or Draco Meteor. I wouldn't want to risk my Koraidon on that. Koraidon's the end game. Electro Drift into Gothitelle, nice. Alright, it is your Calyrex's last turn to live. Your Miraidon is at -1. I can protect Screamtail for free. And I think I should probably do damage with Gothitelle. So I'll Psyshock, protect. That seems fine. And if you do take out Gothitelle, that's not too big a deal. Since then I'll have Screamtail in Sun, which can Encore disable shenanigans your whole team, basically. Though I guess Smeargle could make that a little awkward. Alright, Gothitelle's down. That is fine. Gothitelle did its job. Their Calyrex is gone. That was their biggest threat. Do we want to trade Fake Outs again? Or go into Koraidon who can protect? Because I can't protect my Scream Tail. So actually, yeah, I want to trade Fake Outs, I think, if we're going to go back to Smeargle. Yep. You're at -1. Electro Drift is not that scary. So I guess I am slower. But I'm going to go for the Fake Out. I'll go for the Disable as well. I expect to just get faked out by Smeargle. Ooh, they fake out the Incin. Here, have a Disable. Yeah, now the Twisted Dimensions return to normal. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I think they forgot that Trick Room had one more turn. So they went for Fake Out on Incin, not realizing that they would move second. Which is really great for me. Now they have to swap their Miraidon into... I don't really care, I'm going to hit it with a knockoff. And I can Encore the Smeargle into Fake Out. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I thought you were Specs Miraidon, so you're not gonna... You're not Specs Miraidon. Okay, I thought they were struggling. Apparently they're not Specs. Alright, I locked you in to follow me. And you clicked Draco into my Incin, which at -1 and no Specs is probably fine anyway. There goes your Focus Sash. You're Encored in to follow me. I think my play here then should be Perish Song Parting Shot. I guess that could get a little awkward, but that's what I'm going to go for here. They have to follow me with the Smeargle if they stay in. Draco Meteor does nothing to Incineroar. Now they have to play switching games, which will let me start setting up with Koraidon pretty much for free. Or maybe just start taking KOs with Koraidon. Because who can you swap Miraidon into? But I guess if you swap Miraidon, I have to hit Smeargle. Fell to 3, fell to 3, fell to 3, yeah. Alright, you still have 2 whole turns of Encore left. You're up -3. They definitely just follow me swap Miraidon, so I want to get a Flame Charge. I'm gonna Tera Fire anyway. I mean, if Draco crits me, I'm gonna get KO'd by it, so I'm just gonna Flame Charge. I'm not gonna Tera yet, am I? Yes, I am. Tera Flame Charge into Smeargle, and send in Incineroar. That way I get Fake Out Pressure next turn. I can boost the speed on my Koraidon, and just in case they stay in Draco at -3, which could do a lot to Koraidon potentially, I want to pop this Tera. They're staying in. With both. That's weird. They weren't trapped. I guess, oh, they probably have Volt Switch on Miraidon. Yeah, that makes sense. Just do a little chip while you swap out. Fine. So if I protected Scream Tail there, you wouldn't have been able to swap. That could have been awkward. you got the Perish Song off of both of your mons. And Volcarona's last? Ah, okay. I get this fake out turn into what I'm pretty sure now is probably Assault Vest Miraidon. So I could go fake out Collision Course at it. Need to be a little careful though, because I don't have much health left on anything. I mean, I don't have much attack. Like, Screamtail doesn't have an attack. I'm gonna fake out Miraidon and Flare Blitz the Volcarona. Yeah, they're going for Rage Powder, so I couldn't Collision Course double into the Miraidon. My other option was fake out the Volcarona to prevent the Rage Powder. But I didn't think Collision Course would be enough anyway. They're Covert Cloak! They were Covert Cloak. Oh no. That was Covert Cloak Miraidon the whole time. I probably lose off of that. No! Oh, that's really bad. Incineroar's the only thing that can do damage. And they can redirect my disable. I'm going to try to disable the Miraidon and go for a knockoff at it. They can't redirect the knockoff because I have goggles, but they just Rage Powder and take out Incineroar? I don't think I could... Okay. They let me get the disable off. They did go for Electro Drift, too. Oh, that's decent damage into Screamtail. Yep, that's concerning. Oh, crit! We take out Miraidon! Hang on. This is totally doable now. If their only attack is Fiery Dance, we can disable it. There's only one turn of Sun, so they could Protect to get around that, if they have it. But then I could Encore that. Are we faster than every Volcarona? Yes. Disable their attack. Finish them with Flare Blitz. If they have another attack and they can KO Incineroar with it, that's their only shot. They went for Fiery Dance. Get 'em! Woo! Okay. Oh. That Covert Cloak made this a little stressful, but we successfully used Disable and Perish Song. Oh boy. And Volt Switch Smeargle. I did not expect that. Oh boy. Good game. Get a trainer card. Alright, Shadow Rider, Koraidon with Incineroar, Rillaboom, Fluttermane, and Clefairy. Incin and Rillaboom typically have pivot moves, and they have two ghosts that cannot be trapped. That's rough for Perish Song. Alright, Specs Miraidon has the problem of they have a Rillaboom, and also just Shadow Rider being faster, potentially. We do have Clear Amulet Koraidon. That's not bad. Incineroar is not bad, depending on if they're Clear Amulet or Life Orb. Can intimidate most of their team. It's good against their ghosts. We're not really going to fight over the weather, so maybe it's Koraidon, Incin, Miraidon. Plus... This is max speed Flutter main. It could also just be Screamtail for Encore disable shenanigans. I don't hate that. I wouldn't want to lead that then. Would I? Maybe I would. Yeah, let's try that. We'll bring Incin and Miraidon still, but we'll put them in the back. Because I would hate for my Incin to get worn down too quickly. That's a cool trainer card. Alright, what do we got? Flutter main Koraidon. Well, that sucks. That poses a problem for Screamtail. Because they have a faster mon. Screamtail would outspeed everything on their team in the sun, except that. I still think my best play turn 1 is just double protect. It's unlikely they're going to be able to one-shot Screamtail anyway. I could always Tera Dark too if I really wanted to. They're going to Tera right away. They're afraid that I have a fairy move. So that makes sense. I like to see that. Probably do the same soon. But what move are you clicking? And is it Icy Wind? Because Icy Wind plus taking out my Screamtail would be a little awkward. It's just Shadow Ball into Koraidon. Makes sense. Doubling Koraidon, close combat. Low kick. Yeah. Okay. How about a Flame Charge into their Flutter main and disable your low kick? That seems fine, right? Presumably you would only have fire moves then. I'll give it a shot. Unless you switch it up and your Shadow Ball can KO my Scream. I think you might need like specs. I guess there's a chance they are specs. It's usually like Sash on this kind of team, but Specs Shadow Ball will do it, I would think. Yeah, that's not specs. Alright, good job, Screamtail. Disable their Koraidon's low kick. It'll make it a lot harder for them to KO my Koraidon. And we confirm we're faster than their Koraidon. So even if they Flame Charge, we should still be faster. They are Sash Flutter main, which I expected. And they Flame Charge as well. Okay. Fine. They probably both have Protect, so I don't know how much value I would get out of Incineroar here. I did disable their low kick. So honestly, if all they can do is click fighting, if they can't click their fighting move, I mean, this is not bad. They are clear Amulet, sure. Flame Charge their Flutter main again. And I guess, should I go for Fake Out into Koraidon? I don't even want to. I think I'd rather hit it with Knockoff, because they'd probably Protect, honestly, with both. But if they didn't Protect Koraidon and I faked it out, I don't really get anything out of that. It's just kind of a nothing turn. So I'll do the same thing. I don't got any problem with the play I made. I want to get rid of your Flutter main, so my Miraidon's a little more cleared up. You're still disabled for 2 turns. And if you swap out, it would be... Could be Clefairy, could be Incineroar, could be Calyrex, Rillaboom. It's probably Rillaboom and Calyrex. So I don't hate Knockoff. Plus, if I hit you with Knockoff, then I can intimidate you later. Shadow Ball does a ton to my Koraidon. take out their Flutter main and get another speed boost. I can't pick Locate. They just flame charge as well. Alright, well, I'm staying ahead of you in speed anyway. But that is starting to add up. Alright, there's some chip. It's not a ton. I mean, who do you got? Calyrex? Your own Incineroar. That makes sense. Alright, I knocked off your Amulet. And it's your last turn of Disable. I'm going to protect Koraidon. And Parting Shot out off the Koraidon. They also protect theirs? Then they're not clicking Fake Out, I would guess. Yeah, Fake Out plus another Flame Charge to become faster than mine, I guess. So you would do that at Incin. Makes sense. Okay, I gotcha. Or I'm going to be able to get 2 attack drops on you. But you will get your low kick back. Low kick could do some big damage. Do I want to give up the speed boosts on my Koraidon, though? I mean, I'm so low on health on my Koraidon. It's going to get taken out by a low kick for sure. Oh, with no sun, though. I'm going to say it probably still KOs me with low kick. And I need Incineroar still around. So I'm just going to try to collision course their Incineroar. And click Electro Drift into their Koraidon. Yeah, -1, that still KOs. Which is okay, I think. Because I'll be able to get my Incineroar in. Take out your Koraidon. I guess if you Parting Shot here, that's a little awkward. We'll both have intimidated Incineroars then. It might come down to who's got the speed. You U-turn. I prefer that to Parting Shot, honestly. I don't take a special attack drop. That was a crit, but I don't know if that damage will end up changing anything big. Yeah, there's Calyrex. And we'll both get to see the speed from Intimidate. You're probably an Assault Vest Incineroar, which could be a little awkward too. I also feel like this could be Protect, Calyrex. Okay, if they want the Fake Out into my Incineroar, they can have it. Is what that tells me. They're faster. So yeah, I'm gonna go Knock Off and Electro Drift into their Incineroar. Because I don't know what their play is going to be. It might just be Fake Out my Incin, Astral Barrage, if that's enough. That could be awkward. Well, that's not gonna be enough to take my Incineroar though. Whew, that's a lot of damage. Their Life Orb, okay. Can Specs Electro Drift on terrain take their Incin? Yes. Good. Since I know your Life Orb, you already Tera'd. You just have to KO me with this Astral Barrage, which... based on that, I wasn't looking at the exact numbers. That looks like it'll be close. Is this Incineroar? It's very specially defensive. Okay. Life Orb's just that crazy. I click my attacks, and I hope they work. That's all I can do. Do you get the KO here? No, you don't. Let's go. Let's go, Incineroar. Whew. Oh. Two of the most broken Pokemon of all time duking it out here. Oh, goodbye. No, yeah, there's no way you were doing that much damage and could take that. Really good game, really close one. And a cool trainer card. Love it. GG. Alright, we've got a battle against the Team Rocket symbol backward. Alright. They've got Ice Rider Miraidon, Iron Hands, Grimmsnarl Volcarona, and Tinglu. Only one thing that looks like it would have a pivot move. And no ghosts. That makes me want to use Perish. They could easily use a fake out lead. And our Gothitelle is actually kind of fast. So we would have the faster fake out, but I don't think that's going to be much value. I think Incineroar, Screamtail, Gothitelle is the way. Yeah, I want to try to do the Perish here. Plus Koraidon, most likely. Koraidon is... At least it has Protect. It's weak to... pretty much all the stuff they have. And if I Tera, then I'm weak to Tinglu. But Miraidon could get in a lot of trouble. If I have to click an electric move and they have Tinglu and I'm Specs, I can't even Protect to stall Perish. No, it's these four. For sure. I'm really nervous about what lead they might have, though. Because if they lead Fake Out... Interesting trainer card. I like it. But let's just see what their lead is before we start freaking out. That's pretty passive. I don't hate this. It gets awkward if they have Fake Out Grim, but... Yeah, let me Perish Song. And I'll Parting Shot out off of the, what, the Tinglu? Yeah. Yeah, we're going for it. They could have Prankster Taunt. They could have Fake Out on Grim. Are they swapping in Miraidon? That's a good play. It'll be hard to keep Miraidon on the field when it can Volt Switch. But I can Fake Out. I can swap in Incineroar and Fake Out again. But Incineroar doesn't have Protect, so it'll be able to get out the turn after that. That's rough. What's that? Stealth Rock. Okay. I mean, I am going to be switching quite a bit, so I get it. 3, I click Fake Out. 2, I click Fake Out. 1, they're able to Volt Switch. Yeah. I guess I could bait them with like a Protect or something, but... Yeah, I'm gonna get in Incineroar here. Fake out the Miraidon. There's not going to be a way to lock them down the entire time, but I can prevent them from doing damage for a little bit. They have Fissure. That's scary. I don't like that. I'm going to Fake Out the Miraidon. I need Protect next turn for them to try to Volt Switch the Gothitelle. I have to Fake Out Miraidon, and I have to not Protect. I have to just let the Fissure happen if it's going to happen. And that's terrifying. If the Fissure happens, I probably just lose. So it's the right move to be clicking. Oh, whew. Oh, add Incineroar. That could have helped me. Oh yeah, you need to Volt Switch off Incineroar. So I'm going to be protecting Gothitelle. If they do Volt Switch off Incineroar, I can remove an item. I think they'll probably Volt Switch off Incineroar here. Ooh, are they going to go Tera Electric too? No, they're going to Tera their Tinglu into fire. I'm not sure that's worth much. Yeah, Volt Switch. Into their own Tinglu! Hey! That's sick. Okay. That was a sick play. That was assuming I had Protect on Incin. That is a sick play. I respect that. That is awesome. It's going to be really hard to take care of that Miraidon, too. No more Light Clay for you. Incin dodges Fissure. No more of those. At least you lose your Tera, which is nice. There's Volcarona, actually. So we're actually not going to see Calyrex at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to Parting Shot off the Volcarona. And I guess Taunt Grim. Ooh, they're going to Parting Shot off of Gothitelle. That's fine. I'm planning to get Scream Tail in to try to mess up whatever Volcarona's trying to play with. Quiver Dance. Well, I taunted the wrong way, is what that tells me. At least we bring it back down to neutral special attack. Should I just get going with Koraidon then? No, I think it's Scream Tail, because I can set Sun. I really doubt I would get Dracoed on my Gothitelle right now. Electricity being gone? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Encore and set Sun. That's what I need to do. Encore the Quiver Dance. That'll get you into some trouble. And Volt Switch isn't going to be able to KO anybody. And I do imagine you would want to Volt Switch, because Gothitelle's on the field. You want to be able to swap to get your terrain back later. You can pivot around with your Parting Shot and Volt Switch. And we should be faster than a +1 Volcarona. Yeah. Keep doing that Quiver Dance thing for a bit. I can also disable it if I'm still around next turn, but they'll get a second one off. So the Encore will be basically over. Yeah, Volt Switch, Scream Tail, fine. They have 2 turns of Encore, so they would struggle once if I disable them. That's not bad. And I'll go for Tera Fire just in case they have Spirit Break. And Flame Charge into their Volcarona. get some damage on it. It is defense boosted, so I would like to get some chip before I commit Flare Blitz at it. Plus, they might have Reflect and Light Screen. Yeah, they had Light Clay. Probably Parting Shot, Spirit Break. Oh, yep, Unclear Amulet. You didn't know that? Maybe they were just checking. Would have been a big deal if I was like Life Orb. Ooh, we actually got the disable before they could Quiver Dance. Faster even than at +1. +2. So yeah, they're gonna struggle. I'm gonna Encore Grimmsnarl into whatever it tries to do. If it Parting Shots my Scream Tail, whatever. Put another Flame Charge down on the Volcaronis just so I don't have to take any recoil. Alright, you're gonna be locked into Reflect. And you have no moves left. Struggle. Goodbye, Volk. Nice playing with you. Alright. So you're locked into Reflect, but you did use Reflect. Hand communication's done. Yeah, they're done. They don't want to play. I understand. Encore Disable can be really annoying. I guess there was still a chance, but it wasn't a very good one. I've got Fake Outs available too. And it would look like it was Specs Miraidon, so it was going to be a struggle. GG. Alright, Zamazenta and Miraidon. With Whimsicott, Chenpao, Incineroar, and Farigiraf. No ghosts. Miraidon and Incineroar can both pivot. Honestly, Koraidon doesn't feel bad at all. Screamtail's weaknesses... I don't know if I'm that worried about Zamazenta's steel moves. I think I want to go Incin, Screamtail, Gothitelle. Plus Koraidon? Yeah, Koraidon can do a ton of damage to Zamazenta. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if this is the right way to play it, but they have so much speed control that I don't. So I'm going to go the Perish route. Because if I just go an offensive route, they'll just take speed control and blast through me. They've got a lot of offense. With Farigiraf, Chenpao Zamazenta combo. Yeah, I'm going to need to play this one a little careful. I guess I'm a little worried about Screamtail getting one shot. No trainer card. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Miraidon, Whimsicott. I mean, you're gonna want a Volt Switch, right? You could bring in Farigiraf to block a Fake Out. Maybe I go Parting Shot. Probably target down Screamtail. Hit Parting Shot, Protect. Yeah, I want to see what they're going for here. I think Parting Shot, Protect is the way. Not gonna Perish right away. Even if I had Sun, they could outspeed me with just Tailwind. Are they swapping in Farigiraf? Zamazenta's swapping in, actually. And they're gonna Tera the Miraidon? Is this Electric Tera? Yes. Okay, hopefully they're going after Screamtail then, because that could be a problem. If they're going after Incin here. Good. Good, good, good. Because now you can't Tera your Zamazenta, and I can become faster with Scream Tail, and I can disable your Electro Drift. Yeah. I like this. They have Incineroar, Whimsicott, Chen-Pao, Farigiraf. I think I'm just going to click Collision Course into their Zamazenta and disable their Miraidon. Yep, no more drifts for you. And if you're actually Assault Vest or Covert Cloak or something, you are! Oh my gosh. Oh! Alright. That's GG. Because you Heavy Slam here? They were Life Orb. At least Behemoth Bash doesn't KO me, but I'm cooked. There's nothing I can do. I can bring in Incineroar, and I can Flare Blitz and hope I get the burn. That's about it. And I can Encore them so they can't Body Press me, I guess. Flare Blitz plus Encore. I guess I could Perish Song, but they can easily Volt Switch out with Miraidon. And maybe Perish was the play there, but then they can Body Press. They do Draco Meteor instead of Volt Switch. Whew, that's a lot of damage in the sun. And I got the burn! Wait a minute. Is this winnable? No. No? No, it's not winnable, right? There's no way. I could swap in Gothitelle for Incin. Disable the Behemoth Bash. Alright, Miraidon swaps. They don't have Volt Switch then. The Whimsicott. Trap the Zamazenta into Encore Disable. I don't think I can close this out though. I don't have enough health. Eventually they were going to be able to KO my mons. Last turn of Encore. I'm gonna go for the Psyshock just to make sure it gets finished off. I think it'll go down if it struggles though. So maybe I taunt Whimsicott. And Encore Whimsicott into whatever Prankster move it uses. Yeah, I don't hate that. Because you'll Encore me. I'll have Mental Herb. I'll Encore your Encore and then taunt you, so you're struggling. You can't Encore. Okay. I thought you might not be able to do that. Yeah, there's a struggle. Hopefully Burn takes that out. We also taunt the Whimsicott at least. The fact that I don't have access to Sun is going to be a problem. Because I won't be faster than the Miraidon. So I would need to swap in Incineroar. And then fake out Perish Song. Incineroar is pretty likely to get hurt. Them being Life Orb and just Dracoing my Koraidon and me not noticing that that was about to happen, that was brutal. I just assumed they were specs and I was wrong. The fact that I was able to take out anything is a miracle. It's because of that burn on Flare Blitz, really. Try to Volt Switch. They did have Volt Switch this whole time. That means they can just protect Miraidon. And Moonblast Incineroar. Which means I swap to Gothitelle. And disable their Moonblast. Hoping they protect Miraidon here. Yes. That's my only play. I'm running out of plays because I'm running out of health. Oh boy. Electro Drift into Screamtail. Never had a chance. Boom. But if I had gone for Fake Out, I would have lost my Incineroar to Moonblast. So it really wouldn't have made a difference. I Fake Out, I Perish Song. I do trap them. No, they have Volt Switch though. I get one Fake Out turn, one Protect turn. And then if I get a double Protect, then Miraidon goes down. So I guess there was that 1 in 3 chance there. But they would still have another Pokemon. Which I haven't even seen. Yeah, there was no way to win this. Moonblast can take Incineroar from here. There's nothing to do. I'm out. GG. Lost that game a long time ago. Get a trainer card. Alright, Koraidon Calyrex Shadow with Incin, Clefairy, Rillaboom, and Walking Wake. I feel like I fought this exact same team earlier, but with Fluttermane? I know my Incineroar... Ooh, Incineroar is actually a lot less good when they have Walking Wake. I get it. Perish Trap, when they have 2 pivots and a Ghost, does not feel great. But I think I'm going to do Koraidon Screamtail. That can mess up any Fake Outs they want to do with my Encore Disable shenanigans. Could also maybe mess up the Clefairy with like a Disable. Oh, I definitely need Incineroar and probably Miraidon. It could also be Fluttermane for some good offense, but Miraidon's just, you know, better offense. Since Fluttermane, we're gonna have Sun anyway, so this booster energy doesn't really do anything for me. Maybe if I was Sash Fluttermane, I would bring it here over Miraidon. That would be reasonable. If I was Specs, maybe. Then the Miraidon wouldn't have Specs, so... Yeah, I just want a lot of offense in my last slot, because Perish Trap isn't going to work here. That's a cool trainer card. When I played BDSP, I just got random Shiny Groudon on my first encounter on, and I was like, huh? It was great. And that was back when there were bugs, so I was able to clone a bunch of them, and then they didn't let those clones go into home. Man. I still have the one, though. Alright, Screamtail's Protosynthesis, Speed. Walking Wake's Protosynthesis, Speed. Rillaboom's Grassy Surge. Oh, wait, I gotta have my Frenzy first. Yeah, Grassy Surge. Okay. Well, I'm gonna Protect, and I'm gonna Protect. I have no protection against Fake Out other than clicking Protect. I might bait out a Tera here. I want to see what Walking Wake is going to click. Because if Walking Wake clicks its Dragon move, I can just disable it. Ooh, Rillaboom swap into Incin. Clefairy. That's an interesting team you brought there. Where's your other... Which restricted did you bring? Koraidon then? Hydro Steam. Okay. I'm a little worried. Because I kind of want to click Fire Tera in case they Dragon move. I can no longer Encore them. I guess I could Fire Tera Flame Charge the Clefairy. That would make me really fast. And I could try to disable the Walking Wake. That way if they use Follow Me, they can't next turn. And if they don't use Follow Me, I can stop the Hydro Steam. But if they use Follow Me and Hydro Steam my Koraidon, I'm kind of cooked. I just really don't think that's going to be the case. That would be quite the call. So I'm just calling that they're not going to make that call. Clefairy protected. Let's go. Oh yeah, I get that disable on the Hydro Steam. Nice. Now I still want the Flame Charge to get the speed boost. And now I would like to try to Encore Walking Wake. In case it can switch moves. And if they use Follow Me, then I'm locking Clefairy into Follow Me. They just withdraw Walking Wake. Okay. Hopefully they do click Follow Me then, so that they're locked into that. They do. Maybe I should have clicked Disable there. Well, can always Flame Charge again. Or even Flare Blitz that just to get rid of it. They're stuck using Follow Me. Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I need... How much Sun? Only 2 turns of Sun is a little awkward. I'm going to Flare Blitz the Clefairy. And Protect. Clefairy can't stop me from Flare Blitzing. And then I'll be able to disable the Calyrex next turn. From whatever move it clicks. And if it clicks a status move, I can Encore it. But the problem is then Sun is going to expire. Critical hit. Okay. Bye, Clefairy. This is gonna hurt. Astral Barrage. Hopefully you're a bulky set that doesn't have a ton of special attack and you just can't Astral Plot right now. Alright, Koraidon lives. That's all that really needed to happen. Life Orb. Oh. Yikes. Yeah, Rillaboom. I'm gonna send in my Incineroar. Because they can fake out Scream Tail. Well, they can fake out Scream Tail or Koraidon, not both. I'm gonna go for Flare Blitz and disable at Calyrex. Yep, Koraidon flinches. I get the disable. Show me Astral Barrage. Yeah, let's go. The sun is gone now, but you can't Astral Barrage. could Encore Rillaboom? I think I should. Yeah, I think I'll just Flare Blitz the Calyrex and Encore the Rillaboom. Flare Blitz without the Sun probably doesn't KO, but it'll do a ton of damage. And Rillaboom would be stuck faking out unless it swaps here. I don't know if that was the best play. Okay, Calyrex swaps. I guess that's a little awkward. I'm not going to do much damage to the Walking Wake. But the Rillaboom can't hurt me. And I know my Scream Tail's faster than Walking Wake, too. Want to preserve Incineroar. Maybe I could bring in Miraidon here for some offensive pressure. Should I click Perish Song? I think I will. There's just not much else to do with my Scream Tail right now, and Miraidon can easily pivot. Like, I could disable the Rillaboom, but if it swaps out, that's a waste. I'm faster than the Walking Wake, and it's not going to KO my Scream Tail this turn, so I don't really feel the need to protect, and I can't really Encore or disable it. Yeah, they do withdraw with Rillaboom, so yeah, Perish Song I like, putting a counter on both of these, making them worried, have to pivot. Here's Perish Song. And then, do you just use a Dragon Boot though? No, you Hydro Steam. Cool. We know Miraidon is faster than their Walking Wake, which is great. They have not used Tera yet, but I think I'm happy to Volt Switch the Wake. Would I rather just drift it? I think I'll just drift the Wake. No, because Rillaboom could come in. Yeah, Volt Switch Walking Wake, and just protect Scream Tail here. Yeah, Walking Wake does swap. Now they're into Rillaboom, they can fake out if I try to disable. Calyrex protected. If I bring in Koraidon, my Scream Tail becomes faster, but they can fake it out. I need to bring in Incineroar. Oh. Alright, we're back. That last disconnection turned it out to be on their end. I thought it was on my end, but we got the win, so that's cool. Thank you again to the team creator. Thank you for watching. If you liked, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But anyways, I'm Geordi, and alright, peace.